Howdy folks, this is Travis of Elston Equine Solutions, once again covering a quick tip on farrier work. Okay, what's the tip today, you might ask? Well, it's simply a pipe going on top of your nippers when you're trimming hooves in preparation of throwing shoes on. What I like to do when they're so hard is that a lot of times you'll try to close it right here to get through, and it'll get stuck through the hoof capsule, and you can't get, because it feels like concrete, so you can't cut into it. So you'll notice I got this little short pipe on it. What I like to do is, you see how skinny on that, when you're trying to create the leverage to cut into the hoof capsule, it'll get stuck, and I'm like, darn, what the heck I can do? So this is one tip. There is other tips of getting into a hardened sole of the hoof capsule. But the technique I like is just simply putting a piece of pipe on it. It widens the surface for my hands to come in and clasp together. If that doesn't work, what I could do is simply take the pipe, go up a little bit higher, and create more leverage on top, okay? On top. And I've found that this is a pretty easy task. Sometimes you gotta worry about it sliding up and down when you're trying to do that, but you'll see today when I demonstrate on this horse right here. This horse right here is a Mustang I've been working on, and this is actually his first trim. I've already done the fronts, and what I'm going to do now is work on trimming the hind feet on this Mustang. Okay, so the name of this Mustang was my demonstrator right here. Beautiful Mustang that's going to Germany. It's Strider. Okay, so he's going to be the one's going to be standard. This is the first trim, and I just wanted to share this one technique. There's more out there, but I want to show it with you. Good boy. Yeah. Alright folks, so what's going to happen is I'm going to attempt to cut through the hard sole. As you can tell, my knife is hard to get into the bottom of the sole. Sharpened it yesterday and still having issues. Got a hard hoof here. So I'm going to come in. I got that one done. Initial cut good. Okay, now I can barely get it in. So I'm going to grab my pipe, place it right on top, and then squeeze, get a pirate angle, and squeeze. That made it way easier. And that sure cuts down on the time, let me tell you. Good boy. Now, you've probably seen my video, if you haven't, how to prepare a horse for the farrier. I do have a video on this channel talking about that, and preludes to the actual trim. So as a horse trainer or horseman, it's very beneficial to be able to help the horse. And I like to do the first trims on horse. That way, I make sure a farrier doesn't get hurt. Okay, don't need that no more. Just putting a 45-degree bevel all the way around, forming the hoof. And I'll bring a rasp down to the sole, don't worry. I haven't forgotten. I'll check the A, Y, and Z of the hoof capsule. Generally when the horse is barefooted, I don't take a lot off the frog or the sole, because it's still going to be with the ground, contact with the ground. So now I'm going to grab my rasp, hit the sole. boy. What I'm trying to do is get the outer edge of the hoof capsule equal around the white line of the hoof right now. You gotta remember that sole was pretty darn tough, so now I can go back and trim up the sole a little bit, equal it out where any touch points are. So it'll make it uncomfortable for the horse. Good boy. A lot better. Boy. Now we're going to look down the axis here. Yeah, looking pretty darn good. Okay, give him a break. Rub, rub, rub. And then I'm going to trim the front. Make sure it's good. All right, folks, so that's the end of this channel. You can see the leverage increasement of just sliding a nice little pipe over top the handle. You're probably going to ask the dimensions of this. You can see it's pretty much as long as the handle. Okay, from tip to down, it probably got 2 inches left, so it doesn't get caught right into the axis point right there where it narrows down and pinches. Okay, I can slide it up, slide it down, and you can find these pretty much laying anywhere on a ranch or a junkyard for that case, and buy it cheap. Heck, I bought this one cheap because it was free. Found it junk on the ranch. Okay, so I hope that answers the question. I hope you enjoy this tip. Thanks for watching. We'll look at you next time. Take care now. This is Travis saying adios.
I come from a family